Dude, I had Courtney make me like chocolate chips today. Chocolate chip cookies.
Not I was like, you just had her make chocolate chips. It's kind of weird, dude.
That'd be cool.
You could just buy them shits at the store. You ain't gotta make them.
No, we're married now. You gotta slave over fucking however you make chocolate into chip format in the kitchen. There's probably some tool for that.
She probably just like takes a bag of chocolate chips and melts it in a bowl and then fucking makes it into chocolate chips again. That's how I would do it.
Well, in the past, she definitely would like, make cookies from scratch and everything. And then,
what is that from scratch? Like every time I think of scratch, I'm just like people scratching at like a fucking like cutting board or something, and then all of a sudden food comes out. Yeah,
it's not like that exactly. So what happens is, all that scratch paper you had when you're in elementary school, that goes back to the moms, and they make things out of that.
Where I'm like, look, I made this drawing. Oh, cool! Like,
and then that goes into your food. It's the recycling, sustainable.
So all my notes I had from like middle school and shit go in there too.
Yeah, all the drawings and stuff. It's almost like Hook when they like pretend to eat. That's kind of what you do on a daily basis.
So what would dictate like a good meal from scratch versus like a shit meal from scratch?
I mean, definitely if you had different color construction paper, that'd be better than just straight up line paper, right?
So I'm going to ask another stupid question. Did you eat paper when you were a kid?
No.
Did you ever eat construction paper versus line paper?
No. Did you?
I mean, not like, I'm just going to nom on this, but you basically end up having a piece of paper in your mouth, especially like if I had to like hide evidence. Like,
well, wait a second. We'll circle back. Hold on. There's two things there. Yes, I've tasted paper in my life.
Okay, so
paper's been in my mouth. When you said eat, that means like to me, it means the act of digesting it, right? Which I don't think I've ever eaten paper. To my knowledge, I mean, I don't recall here.
My mom was a stay-at-home mom, so we had a lot of shit from scratch. So I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, exactly. I'm sure.
Yeah. So,
but let's go back to the statement you said about gotta hide secrets. Can you expand on that?
I don't know if I've ever had to do it, but like it was, I was always ready to, oh shit,
eat your paper.
Don't need to see that piece of paper no more. Like, what's on there? Nothing. It was actually an 8-ball wrapped in paper. I don't know. I'm just fucking tripping balls right now. We're good. Don't worry about it. Just keep on going. We're good.
Just eating the Victoria's Secret catalog.
That's a whole different type of from shit made from scratch.
This shit
tastes like pussy.
It doesn't taste like paper down here. I thought it would taste more like CK1.
Could you imagine like scratch and sniff where it's like Victoria's Secret catalogs and they're showing their ass, you just like scratching like, oh, it smells like shit.
So that should be a new product, as you're saying, is Playboys that are scratch and sniff.
I don't know why they haven't. I mean, there's probably an attempt at it. There had to have been an attempt at it, like making artificial like body smells and stuff and throwing it in. It's like when you get those like catalogs that have like the cologne sample like stuck in a folded piece of paper in a catalog. It's like that. Yeah,
that was my horrible attempt at a joke earlier. Was hey, this tastes like CK1.
Yeah, you're not supposed to eat it though. I was like, fuck, it's so strong.
You're supposed to rub it on your neck or something like that.
Dude, I don't know. Is cologne still a thing? Do people still wear cologne?
I don't know. I think people shower more often now.
I can't recall the last time that I actually was like, I'm gonna put this on and smell like this.
Yeah, it's funny as you grow up, you stop putting on some of those things, right? So like if you see a 35-year-old man that still uses Axe body spray, you're like, what the hell are you doing, bro?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, dude, what the fuck? And Axe body spray wasn't that good in the first place. You ever like, oh man, just my stomach doesn't feel right afterwards. Like I don't feel good. But
I mean, when you're in junior high and coming out of a gym or something like that, you definitely huffed a lot of that Axe body spray.
Yeah, you got to sell out so you're not looking at Victoria's Secret catalogs for the rest of your life.
Right, exactly. Do all sorts of stuff.
You're just gonna be eating paper forever.
Yeah, man. Middle school, you put your Axe body spray on, or your bod spray, or CK1 from the magazine. You get your Kool-Aid that you mix with sugar in a Ziploc bag. Eat that shit, dude. Yeah, some snacks. Share them with the girls.
You'd be like CK1 page is like a one-time try sample, but you keep that page in the back pocket so you can use it like 2 or 3 more times.
There's still a little bit. I can still smell it.
I only used half the page. It's still good. It's still good.
I used to use like because I had older brothers, right? So they had cologne and body spray and all sorts of that crap, right? But I never understood the fact that like, hey, even though I can't really smell it, I still smell like it, right? So I used to put on enough of that shit so I could smell it, which in retrospect is probably way too much.
Yes, anytime you can like smell yourself, like there's a problem, and people probably smell you like 3 times over.
Yeah, but back then, man, it was like, no, I gotta make sure that I can smell me before, or smell the CK1 or whatever the hell it is in, before
the only thing I want in a cologne is like new shoe smell. I can smell that all day long.
New car smell?
No, new shoe smell.
New diaper smell?
No, dude, you're missing that fucking noun on that sentence. New shoe smell.
New spoon smell?
New spoon smells. New smell shells.
New poons smells?
I mean, I guess that's, that goes back to your Playboy smell-o-vision. But yeah, new shoe day was like, it's always a great day on new shoe day.
I guess new shoes have a very distinct smell to them. Did you ever get into that? Were you one of those kids in elementary school that used to huff the markers and stuff?
Well, only the ones that I
just
never
cherry,
had them.
Just cherry.
I never had those markers. I forget what they're called, but I know exactly what you're talking about. And we'd always like borrow a friend's, and the kid you never liked always got the black licorice one because that one smelled like shit.
Or the brown one.
The rest of them were always good.
I think the brown one was like cinnamon or something like that, or an attempt at cinnamon.
That's like I don't know. Is that just a gateway drug for like teaching kids how to like huff later and do whippets and shit? Like I don't know.
Maybe.
But I definitely, like the dry erase markers, those will always smell good too. That was the next step. You first do the Mr. Sketch or whatever the fuck they are markers, and then you evolve right into the Expos. Like that's where you go.
Then you get to the glue.
Yeah, you always grab the one that like no one would use, like the yellow one, because that one was still fresh.
The Expo or the
Expo dry erase, because they all smelled the same. There wasn't like a different smell.
You just huffing whiteboard markers, huh?
Yeah, that's the gateway.
Yeah, I wonder if there's some dude out there or person out there that's like the marker smelling connoisseur, right? Or you just like whiff it in their face and they'd be like, oh, it's a highlighter. That's a.
Did highlighter smell? I don't think.
I don't know, but I'm just saying that they'd be like, it's almost like a sommelier of markers.
Dude, probably. There's some weird ass people out there. Like, I'm gonna collect all the Beanie Babies in the world, and I'm gonna like be able to lick ballpoint pens and tell you if it's a Bic or a Pilot. Like, I mean,
right?
Yeah,
right.
There's some weird shit. I wish I had that kind of time to be that committed to something like that.
You do. You just.
No, I don't.
Important. Everybody has the same amount of time, man, in a day. It's all 24 hours, right? So you can dedicate time to doing stuff like that. It's just you realize that there's more important things in life than licking ballpoint pens.
Yes, there is. There is, but someone's able to survive out there in the world, not working, and testing how long pens, stay, how long the ink lasts by them consuming it.
Yeah,
man. I don't know if I'm fortunate or they're fortunate. It's one of those things too. Like people make $1 million like with some random viral YouTube video or some shit. Like
licking pens.
That probably. I mean, at that point, or I'm a rapper and I'm gonna make this one hit wonder song and I'm not gonna say anything for 2.5 minutes, but it's gonna get played a shitload on Spotify or anything else, and then they just make a ton of money.
You're just saying the same shit over and over again, and then put a hook to it. Kind of like the Beatles.
Yeah, I guess. But I mean, that's a lot of music, though. It's just rep and repeat. So, slightly jealous. Well, hey, I mean, we're 10 minutes in, and that's an inaugural point to say this is episode 10 of Illicit Packets. Welcome again, everybody. We took a week off because Ray decided he wanted to do a honeymoon here. Unfortunately, his plans got a little bit sidewinded due to the increase of COVID cases and people getting scared and things closing down again. So he wasn't able to attend his honeymoon, except his home. Did you do anything exciting at all? Did you like at least get out of the house, go somewhere for a day trip, anything? Go to dinner?
No. COVID, man. COVID. We staycation the shit out of things.
Well, how do you the shit out of staycation?
We had our son with us, right? So he was there the whole time.
Okay.
So we just hung around the house, and he's got a schedule that he's on and everything, and hung out with him and just hung out as a family. And then that was pretty much it.
Right, but you said you like staycation the shit out of it. So that means like you would describe the staycation and the response would be like, "Oh man, that was the shit. Like that's the shit. You did a good play."
Yeah, I mean,
it sounded like you just woke up and then took care of your kid and then went to bed.
No. I mean, if you think about staycation, what that means, we took advantage of it to the most. I mean, we have a pool, right? So we got out and swam most of the days, or we used the water table that I have for my son and stuff. And then, we just ordered food because everything's closed, right? So we ordered in and all that stuff.
Did you order anything exciting?
Like food-wise?
Yeah.
Not really.
Like anything extraordinary or fancy? Like, go splurge on a bottle of wine or something? Anything? Make it a little bit more unique?
Courtney doesn't really drink a lot of alcohol, so no. We did go to... Where did we go?
Yeah, but it's not like you had to go anywhere.
Yeah, all right. We did order Sienna, the restaurant over here.
Sienna? Yeah. What'd you get? Anything good?
Dude, I don't know. That was a fucking week ago. I can't tell you what I had for breakfast today. How am I supposed to know like what I ordered from Sienna?
Did you? Because it was supposed to be something like you probably want to go extraordinary above and beyond with. That's why. Why you should remember.
No, you're digging too much into that. Your staycation is just stay at home.
I'm not. You said it was the shit. I'm trying to understand how hard the shit goes.
Right. I'm trying to explain to you what the shit of a staycation is. You stay at home and you pretty much relax, and then you do some chores around the house, stuff like that if you want to. You Netflix and chill, and you don't really go anywhere. So that was it, man. Stayed on the property.
Okay. So what chores did you do? Did you do anything good? I mean, you seen anything about like those, people doing like those COVID like quarantine projects and stuff? Did you do anything like that around the house?
No, I didn't really have a lot of honeydews or any of those types of things. We had there's a lot of...
Oh, just you wait, married man.
One of the things I did was, put the water table together for the kid. But also just some regular cleaning stuff, getting, with everything getting prepped for the wedding, everything, just reorganizing our life after that. So make sure things were clean and laundry and all that stuff. And then, garage, and then we had to go through and order thank you notes and all those types of things too, right? So just going through that and just hanging out.
Cool. Doing any like good reading or anything?
Not a lot of reading, man. So I mean, most of the time was just watching the kid, right? So I tried to spend as much time as I could with Courtney and Porter and stuff like that, and just be with them. So I watched a lot of Mickey Mouse Clubhouse.
Did he do any good reading?
He reads all the time. So yeah. We bought him a shit ton of new toys, so that was fun for him. And then I had to put all that stuff together. But yeah, it's pretty low key. Nice time to relax, not think about work too much, and just spend time with family. So
good. Well, your wedding was good. I had fun at it. It was kind of short. I mean, I had to cut it short though too, but it was good. I mean, for what it was worth and what the situation you kind of had at hand. Yeah, you made the best of it. So, congratulations. Yeah, we did the whole virtual ceremony thing too, so that turned out pretty good. People said the quality was okay and they were able to hear everything. So the people that couldn't be there there's like 50 people on that Zoom meeting that we had put together. You guys were able to like record it, right? Yeah, I got a recording of it. You gotta like post up the 2.5 minute ceremony of it. I think it's 10 minutes altogether because I got all the whole clip is like an hour and a half because somebody was late, not me. But I recorded I cut it down and edited it too with like everybody walking in and walking out and all that stuff. So yeah, and you didn't end up doing any kind of like feed for the reception part at all, right?
What do you mean?
Like, I didn't recall anything, but you didn't have anything going for it. It was just the ceremony you recorded, right? Not the reception.
Oh yeah. No, it was just the ceremony.
Did you get any your proofs and your pictures back at all yet?
No, not yet. I mean, we got the we asked people to send in the photos of their caricatures that they were there. So people loved that. They thought that was a really, really cool idea. But everybody had fun there. Everybody's like, that was great wedding. Appreciate it.
Cool. And then did you guys do did you do anything 4th of July related afterwards, or no? You just kind of shut down and called it good?
Just came home, took showers. Porter was pretty tired because his nap time got all jacked up, even though he took like a good hunk of nap there.
Well, he fell asleep in my arm, and then you probably had him for about half an hour or 45 minutes or so. Yeah,
man. So he was still pretty tired. But yeah, he slept through all the fireworks and all that stuff that was going on. So we turned out okay. But yeah, we didn't do anything 4th of July. We were out. I think I was asleep by like 8.
Nice. So we did fireworks, with O'Keefe, and then and that's fine, all the let's go out in the front yard and light all the stuff off we bought and blah blah blah, and kids have fun or whatever. And then we come home, and probably got home around 9 or so. We come home, dude, and it's like a fucking fanfare of fireworks going off everywhere, every street, dude. They're all in the air, just blowing shit up across the sky. It's wow, I mean, that's two different mindsets on how people celebrate in 4th of July, in the hood versus in his neighborhood, because there was none of that shit going on at his house, but at our house, it's everywhere. We stood outside probably for another half an hour and just watched all these fireworks go off everywhere. It was crazy.
Yeah. From the apartments?
Well, it was from literally every street had somebody throwing up illegals. The next morning I had kind of lucky, I guess, I don't know, but I had debris and I think
it's pronounced debris.
The S is silent. And
is
debris.
It buddy? Is it?
Just like the Y is silent in buddy. It sounds like a E. Something like that. Anyway, there was the cardboard shells and sulfur in my backyard, strewn about the patio and stuff.
Good thing you got turf and concrete.
Well, yeah, I know, but if it ended up on my roof and decided it wanted to burn some of the leaves are up there or some shit like that, that could have been bad news bears.
Oh, you weren't there for when the fire happened at the end of the wedding, were you?
No, I heard about it, though. I definitely heard that on the trail behind the restaurant there, it caught on fire. So that's cool.
Well, I think it got lit on fire. There's a difference.
Well, I guess, yeah.
So, the story was, so I'm sitting there, I'm holding Porter and stuff like that, and then I hear a big pop, and then I'm like, what? It sounded like a gunshot. I'm looking around, there's no way that someone's shooting a gun off in this neighborhood.
My neighborhood, definitely possible, by the way.
Your neighborhood?
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
Let's go inside, guys. But in that neighborhood, no. It's probably a little nicer neighborhood, but...
it's not probably. It is. I've ventured around there. It definitely is.
Yeah. So, and I was I couldn't see anything. I didn't see anybody, brandishing a weapon or anything like that, so I didn't think too much of it. And then, a minute later... I look over in the park and there's this silver Durango that just hightailing out of this parking lot, and then all of a sudden you see just smoke come up from this dry grassy area. And what happened was they had lit a firework off in the parking lot, but it ended up going into the grass and it caused the fire. So I got pretty smoky and stuff like that. Everybody's watching this fire, and I'm okay, it's already towards the end of the wedding here. We're already winding down. People are already leaving. Let's go. There's no reason to sit here and watch this thing and all inhale the smoke. Let's get going.
Did you try to pee on it?
No, I did not try to pee on it this time. By the way, if you're listening to this and you've never peed on a fire before, don't do it. It smells horrible. Horrible.
That's something you're supposed to learn. It's like a coming of age thing. You go from huffing markers to peeing on fire. It's you gotta learn that on your own.
Yeah, I mean, the logic was sound for when I did it. I was like, if I pee on this fire, then it'll put the fire out for 1. For 2, it'll be fun. And then for 3, it'll keep the bears and shit away, right?
I don't think that's the case at all. I think it'll definitely...
That's 100% true. 100% true.
Peeing on fire keeps the bears away.
Yeah.
I don't believe you. Seriously?
Yep. I don't fucking know, dude. I just...
Peeing
that was the logic I had.
Fire keeps bears away?
No.
Question mark? Send. 5 ways to attract bears to a campsite is the top one. Does human pee keep bears away? Answer. Pee by any other name still smells the same, and bears, lions, and other predators are interested in anything that smells interesting. So, absolutely not.
So, it's the antonym? You're saying of that logic I had?
Yes. Yeah. That is correct.
Yeah. Anyway, but when you're, 12 or whatever, that makes sense.
Sure.
And Cub Scouts, Weeblo. Wearing your scarf.
I'm surprised, nothing burned down out here. The amount, dude, I'm serious. The amount of shit that was going off in the air, no, one random ass firework in your area causes probably 600 fire department, personnel to come out and pee on it. Versus my neighborhood is no, we're cool, man. We got our own hoses. We'll keep it on lock. We don't need to dispatch. I don't remember hearing any fire trucks. I don't remember hearing anything.
We just put this garden hose on. We got the sprinkler. Yeah. One of those wacky flowers. We'll throw those out there.
Yeah, you just got to, or they had enough people at their house where they all just peed on it really fast, and then it was fine.
That was it. I mean, July 4th came and went, and last week came and went. Now getting back into the real world as much as possible.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that week you were gone, everything decided to want to go shut down again. So that's been fun.
Yeah.
So navigating that landscape once again.
For me, it doesn't really change a lot. We've been separating as much as possible anyway.
Yeah, sure. I've been going to work still every day, so it doesn't really matter to me too much. But, I mean, I spent all last weekend, hanging out at the house by the pool. It was 105 degrees or whatever. So...
Yeah, it was nice.
So I was pool time. I did go on a bike ride, though. That was good. Did 25 miles. That was a good ride. And that was but it was in the heat. So it was one of those things where it's by the end of it, it's holy shit, dude. This is hot out here. And so it was very rewarding and gratifying to just go right into the pool afterwards. I don't think I can ever move into another house that didn't have a pool. There's no way. It gets too hot out here.
Yeah, it is pretty nice to have one. A lot of upkeep, though. If I had more time, I'd probably be next house, let's get one. But I don't know. Next house I buy, I might not have one.
You just get a slip and slide.
Just get one of those wacky flowers, man.
No, man. No. Well, get a slip and slide and a wacky flower. I'm pretty sure if you're not getting a pool, you can manage the overhead of a wacky flower and a slip and slide.
I don't know, man.
What if there was an adult-sized water table?
Like a beer pong table? Or
no, a water table that you play in and splash around in, but it's way bigger. And it's way cooler. It's got
you probably make one of those plastic pool that you get for kids and dogs and stuff. Put that shit on some sawhorses and throw some rubber duckies in it, and you're good. Is that what you're thinking?
So I'm saying, or I want more pinwheels and little squirt guns and shit that are mounted, and
Oh yeah, little buckets.
So a Rube Goldberg machine in there or something, or the bucket on top that fills up and then tips over on itself, and it's oh no, waterfall, and then it just turns back upright and then fills back up again.
Yeah,
for all your GI Joes and stuff. But this one, because it's adult size, you can fit the 12-inch GI Joes. You don't have to do the little ones.
Yeah, I don't really like the 12-inch GI Joes. They're kind of a throwback. I always like the 6-inch ones that are more articulate in the arms and legs.
And you always would twist the torso around, right? Because it was just a rubber band that held the legs to the body?
No. I mean, you can, but I didn't do that because, you'd always have, if you snap the rubber band, you're effed. That guy's done.
Well, that just becomes, the casualty that dies first in any kind of G.I. Joe battle that you do. Oh, no, Jeffrey's down. And
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot. I was poor. I had 3 of them, right? I didn't have infinite G.I. Joe money here, man. So, no, I didn't even have money for a casualty.
Yo, dog, you ain't got that G.I. Joe money? What are you talking about? You didn't get that 12-pack at Kmart for $5.99? What are you doing?
I snapped that rubber band. I'm fucked. I'm not getting another G.I. Joe till my birthday, man. So no, there's no casualties there.
Everyone's just a pristine soldier. Everyone's got all their guns. Everyone's got their backpacks and parachutes. Never get dirty. They never actually, they're all just comm specialists. They never see war. They just sit inside and talk. Is that what you're telling me?
No, I instantaneously lost all the weapons and then the backpacks and all the accessories. All that stuff kind of, like gets lost pretty easily. But I actually used to pretend they were wrestlers and did like WWE stuff with them versus actually like fighting.
Yeah, then you definitely have to spin
pew.
the torso around, like when someone does like a backbreaker super hard and he's got to lay there and be like all broken.
Nah, you just hyperextend it a little bit, but you don't want to fuck up that rubber band, bro. That rubber, like I said, if that rubber band, it's done. How are you supposed to wrestle with like half a person? It doesn't.
Well, maybe that's the shtick, man. Maybe it's just like lethal legs, and he comes off walking down the ramp, and it's just legs.
No, that's too much coordination. Because then you have one GI Joe for 2 hands versus 2 GI Joes for 2 hands. If that makes sense. Because if you have upper torso and legs, you got to use both your hands to like coordinate that shit, right? Or get very like good with your dexterity in your hands there. But if you have intact GI Joes, you can use both hands to do whatever you.
Maybe he's always the one that gets like smashed by like the table or something, and you just like show the legs, under the table, and that's it.
No, dude, that's a waste of a GI Joe, man.
Man, you are like stingy on your GI Joes, bro.
Yeah, I'm not just having GI Joes just lay around. Like they got to do stuff.
They gotta do. Okay,
this speaks to my management style too, and shit.
Just let the GI Joe hit. Like you can always get another one. Like just get another GI.
No, you can't always get another one, Dan. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Oh man. All right, maybe you just need to go back to like the Green Army men because you can get more for your buck that way.
No, you end up losing those.
Well, okay, so but
they're not articulate. You can't. It's like this dude's dropping in a mortar, and that's all he does is launch fucking grenades.
Yeah, but you can like
shit.
stomp on one or accidentally run over one with your bike, and it's not that big of a deal.
Now you're assuming I had a bike.
Oh my goodness, dude!
I did have a bike, but
it's like I had one rollerblade with 3 wheels and a fucking roller skate that I found in the dumpster with 2 wheels, and I learned how to skate that way only. I had a bike. I had a couple bikes.
I rollerbladed a lot when I was a kid.
I did that too.
I probably did that more than bike riding.
Rollerblading is like not an acceptable thing to do anymore. If you're just like, I'm gonna go skate, like you kind of have to wear the short shorts and like have the handlebar mustache to go with it. Like that's a requirement. That's part of the get up.
Nah, not really. I mean, back when I had rollerblades and stuff, it was still kind of cool, right? The rollerblading was in the X Games and stuff, so you could do that. It was okay.
Yeah, but you can't. I'm telling you, you can't do that now. That's what I'm saying. Like you can't even. If you got caught.
Oh, now. Yeah. I thought you meant back then. I was like, dude, no one's wearing handlebar mustaches and mullets back in the. I mean, I guess they were, but they'd still be cool back then. But now, I get it,
dude. It's like the skate park now is not even like you couldn't even get caught doing rollerblades at the skate park back then either. It was skateboards, and maybe you're lucky if you bring your BMX bike out. But now, dude, you go to the skate park now, dude, it's all like razor scooters.
Scooters?
Yeah. It's like, dude, what? You guys.
And Heelys?
Yeah, maybe. Or soap shoes. They don't make those anymore.
Soap shoes?
Yeah.
No.
But, yeah, it's like, man, what do you guys like even skateboard? Like, anybody do that anymore?
They do. They're out there. They're out there grinding.
Kick pushing. I can take a master class now that Tony Hawk's offering to learn how to do skateboarding too for $150. So, I could do that, I guess.
Is he really doing that?
Yeah, there's master classes that are like going off, man. There's like, I just saw one where RuPaul talking about like wear a suit. Like if you want to be taken seriously, wear a suit. And he talks about all of, those kind of, the requirements of wearing a suit. I saw the one with Tony Hawk, like teaching you how to skate. There was a few early ones, where like Timberland doing music producing, explaining how to do that, and Deadmau5 doing it and that kind of stuff too. So they're taking off that whole thing. It must be popular. I don't know. I've never seen them, but they do pop up. And now that I've said masterclass out loud, my phone's probably sitting here like, we're going to add 3 more advertisements tonight on your fucking social media
for masterclasses.
Yeah, cool. Probably buy a bundle for $100 and get 3 classes or some shit, with coupon code COVID 2020. Stay inside, learn some shit. We just got confirmed for the district here doing like full-time distance learning for next year. So that's going to be a whole interesting thing.
Well, yeah, it's the county basically told shut it all down. So
it's a little different than what they're doing in our county. But yeah, the district made a decision last night. They're going to go full distance, and I don't really know what that means quite yet for my kid who's going to be starting kindergarten, in the fall. And I don't, there's going to be some logistics there that's going to be interesting. So I'm excited to figure it out and get a good game plan in place for him so he can continue to, get his learn on. But I was reading something the other day. It's like, hey, people complaining like, well, they're going to be behind, or something like that. And the response though is like, how are they behind by something we've like fabricated as a benchmark because, their 18th birthday is like, I'd rather have them alive than, go to school and, get sick because we're forcing everyone to go back kind of thing. I was like, it's true. I mean,
I don't know. The AAP thinks that people should go back.
I don't, but dude, it's so fucking mixed about what we're doing for one thing, but not for another thing. And, my kind of candid first gut opinion here is like, you got to be responsible for your kid no matter what. So if you got to take more of a consideration for their well-being and their education, then you're going to have to do that. You made the choice to have this child. You made this choice to bring them into this world. And you can't just rely on like, well, fuck, they need to go back to school because I need to blah, blah, blah. And like it like work's a thing too. And, that's going to be a balance there. But I don't know what else to say. Like you got to figure that out. You can't just rely on, well, I'm going to shove them in schools because that's what we need to do. I'm going to risk my child's life, or I'm going to risk my, the teacher, or I'm going to risk something bullshit because like, well, I need to force it to go back to normal. Pro tip, there's no more normal. Whatever you think it was is never going to be again. So take some ownership, work with the resources you have available to you, and work with like, if you're But me, I'm working full time, and so is his mom. We're gonna have to work through some of those logistics to make it work for him, and make it as best of a situation for him, and give him his best opportunity to get his learn on.
Yeah. So is this what we're doing the podcast about? Is soapboxing on distance learning politics?
I took 2 minutes out of a 60-minute podcast. I think I'm okay.
We're supposed to be funny.
Well, we're not always funny. Not always. You don't have to be so sorry.
I'm just saying. There's a lot of different opinions there. We could just be funny.
It is what it is. Got to figure it out. All of us collectively got to figure it out. So yeah, they made the decision, and that's fine. I mean, that's what my tax dollars are paying them for, to help make those decisions for the best of everybody. And I can either comply, or I can tell them to go fuck themselves and do something different.
Definitely can.
But I can't go yell at them and tell them like, you need to change your decision because you made a shit decision.
You can yell at them. It doesn't mean anything's going to happen.
I know, I can't. I don't have a bob cut, and my name's not Karen. So there's no fucking way that's going to happen.
No, but I think your name is, Dan, which, what's the male version of, there's a male version of Karen's now.
Like Keith. Ken? Yeah.
Keith? Ken?
Yeah, it's Keith.
Yeah. You change your name to Keith.
No.
Get yourself a flat top.
Is that what it is?
Wear some sunglasses with croquis on them.
Is that the Keith, the flat top with croquis? Holy shit. No, absolutely not.
Yeah, wear your cell phone holster in it.
With my tucked in shirt to my khaki shorts.
Tommy Bahama.
With my Court Classic shoes.
Your Court Classic shoes. Sounds like we're describing somebody else we used to know.
Gotta get that dad game going, man.
Yeah, man. Get those socks that go up to your, halfway up your shins.
Get some crew cut socks.
Mm-hmm.
Because you don't want to have no shows, because that'd be weird.
Yeah, you gotta make sure you maintain your tan line there.
The crew cut tan line.
Yeah. If you get a little skimpy with it, you get the ankle sock going.
Man, I don't. The only time I ever wear like crew cut socks is if it's like dress socks. I don't wear like. I try not to wear anything higher than like no shows or ankle socks at any other time.
Right. No. I mean, when I was a kid, I think everybody had those, 2-stripe, 1-stripe,
definitely
crew socks or whatever. And then you get them fucked up, and you'd have like these are both red, but there's one that has 2 stripes and one that has 3 stripes.
It's okay if they're not movie quality. Yeah, definitely like bootleg. And they probably came out the package that way, actually. Like they didn't come, you didn't buy the 2-packs or the 2-stripe red and the 3-stripe red. It was just like this random pack of like.
Yeah, dude. When you go to Kmart, you get the random, or Montgomery, was it Words or something like that? Or the fuck was the other one?
Mervyn's
or some shit. You go there and you get the rando pack of shit.
Or you get like the Converse with only like 4 points on a star instead of 5. Like the Adidas with 5 stripes or like 4 stripes.
5-stripe Adidas. Yeah, from Target. Or Payless shoes. Payless shoes.
Like they couldn't be 5-stripe because that was like K-Swiss. K-Swiss had like 5 stripes on all their shit, so it had to be 4 stripes. Because 3-stripe, you can't have 3-stripe, man. There's no way. That's Adidas brand.
Yeah, my dad, he's in the military, right? So they wore a lot of crew socks, right, with the boots and stuff. So he used to give me some like good tips on the, when he bought crew socks when I was a kid and stuff. He's like, make sure you rotate them, right? So if you have them on the right foot today, when they wash and come out again, put the one that was on the right on the left foot, so that way they don't get all oblong and all crazy.
So wait, would you know which one was on your left foot versus your right foot?
No.
So
I would just try to guesstimate because your big toe's there, right? So you try to see like, well, how stretched out is this cotton right here, and then you just try to rotate it around.
I never thought about that.
But there's some legit like magic to it because like if not, it gets kind of conformed to your foot. So if you get a nice little tube shape, you're good to go.
You still talking about putting them on your feet?
Yeah, dude, I would never put it on. No,
I never put it on my hand and make finger puppets or anything. What are you talking about?
You have to worry about getting athlete's foot other places, right? So you got athlete's foot and you put it in a different place. You don't want that.
John Madden seller. Tough actor connector for your satchel. Great. That's exactly what we want to do.
No, that's not what you want to do. That's why you don't jizz in socks, people. That's my PSA for today.
My soapbox is about COVID and distance learning, and Ray's soapbox is about not jizzing in socks.
Yeah, and don't use your socks for your face mask.
Because you don't know where they've been, and you might have jock itch. Because that's a risk.
I always gotta be careful now that with this face mask thing because you gotta wear them everywhere you go, right? Is the thought process. But now when I do the laundry and stuff, I gotta play the game of like, is this a thong or a face mask? So I gotta figure that out every once in a while.
I just want to like go rob everything that I put a face mask on. Like I just want to be like, all right, everybody, this is a stick up. Like every time I want to like do that when I go into places because it's like I'm a bandito. Like what are you gonna do? Stop me? You can't even identify who the hell I am. He was wearing sunglasses and a face mask.
And a mask.
Like, what an opportune time to just go out and start robbing shit because everyone's gonna look the same. What color was his hair? I don't know. He had a hood on, and there was no defining features. He was wearing gloves, so there's no fingerprints. You could just like totally do anything you want, and people are just.
I don't know. He was wearing full PPE, so I have no idea. Just looked like a fucking Intel mascot from the mid-90s.
I think there was a computer chip that fell out of his pocket when he was leaving. Yeah, that's it. I'll just steal those Intel suits and go do it. What would you steal? Like, I mean, aside from like the obvious thing of like money, I don't know. Like, I wouldn't want to go anywhere and like steal something. I don't feel like I need material items that bad.
No, well, I mean, nowadays you couldn't steal. It's harder to steal money, right? Because most people are doing electronic transactions and stuff. So you're not gonna like walk in a restaurant and be like, "Give me all your $50 here in your register," right? And some places don't even like In-N-Out doesn't even take cash anymore.
Yeah, I've seen that where there's a lot of places that just aren't taking cash due to the spread kind of thing. So,
right. So I mean, I guess if you're gonna go rob In-N-Out, you get yourself a hamburger.
Give me 15 double doubles,
fries,
motherfucker.
Add pickle. Add the fucking
you better
pickle.
fucking put the pickle. If I eat one of these burgers that it doesn't have pickle in it, I'm coming for you. Yeah, man.
All right, guys, we're gonna gear up and go rob Chick-fil-A.
Shit, you're gonna break it on.
Fuck, it's Sunday.
That's probably a good time to go. Actually, now I think about it. You just
On
break in
Sunday?
and steal whatever they got in stock there.
Then you have to
Man,
cook it
so
yourself.
what?
That's bullshit.
You follow one of the employees home on Saturday, the one that knows how to run the shit, and then you take him with you.
So now you're talking about kidnapping and
You take him with you, and you break in, and then he's got to make all this shit, and then you give him 10% of your
he or she, Dan.
sure. You then you give them 10% of your take, so they get like 3 boxes of waffle, crisp cut fries, and then like 2 Chick-fil-A sandwiches, and then like one swirly ice cream cone. That's what they would get.
Yeah, but it's risk reward, right? I mean, that's a lot of risk for some fries.
Dude, I'm trying to go for the chicken. I don't know what you're talking about. The fries are just
Even the chicken, right? It's still a lot of risk for some chicken. There's not gonna be like a black market for you know, like repackage that into like a butcher box and sell it as like a monthly recurring thing or something.
shit. My delivery of underground chicken came in. This is the shit. No, dude.
Tastes just like Chick-fil-A.
If I owned a Chick-fil-A franchise, I would only have it open on Sundays. That would be my game.
You can't. That's part of the stipulations. You
Cool,
can't.
then I'll name it Chick-fil-A, and then they won't know no different.
Like the Albertos.
Adalbertos.
Adalbertos.
Exactly. It's like when you buy a Mr.
I'll take a number 21. It's the same at all of you guys.
This was the breakfast burritos 24, man. I know it. I don't give a fuck what you call it. It's like Mr. Pickles. It's the same thing. They're like, we named it after our local high school. And I'm like, okay, it's still got fucking turkey Swiss and like avocado. It's the same thing. Just give me that one. You know, the one right there.
I'll take the Sylvester Stallone or the Italian Stallion. Got it. Same thing.
Yeah, no, you could buy out the franchise. I think like with Mr. Pickles, you can eventually like buy off the franchise. And then...
Dude, I think they went under.
Pickles did?
Yeah, they're not doing... A lot of their franchises around here have changed because of the high franchise fees. So people just say, hey, I understand how you guys operate now and I understand your vendors and everything. They just
go partner,
switch their name out to something else. And now they're on Mr. Pickles or whatever.
Yeah. Well, they're definitely... I have seen that, before too. So I would want to do the same thing. Like, own the Chick-fil-A and then... just rock it, and then we're only open on Sundays. I wouldn't open for the rest of the week. No Monday through Saturday.
Just Sundays?
Just Sundays, yeah.
Then maybe you should just do a food truck, bro.
Yeah, but I want the Chick-fil-A. No, because people got to go to the Chick-fil-A. Like they want the Chick-fil-A. It's the brand.
Yeah, but if you have like a truck that you have because once you're saying you're gonna rebrand it, even though it's Chick-fil-A, it's still gonna be rebranded. It's not going to be a legit Chick-fil-A. Because if you have a legit Chick-fil-A...
I'm still going to say my pleasure. Like, after everything.
Yeah. But do that shit out of you could do it out of a food truck.
And
then just park it somewhere on Sunday so people know. And they can just drive through and you can, thank you, my pleasure. Hire all the Mormons that don't want to be Mormon on Sunday. Hire all the 7-Day Adventists. There you go.
I don't know, dude.
Because they don't work on Saturday, but they work on Sunday.
I'm just going to hire all the Satanists. Like, we're going to go completely the other way. Here's your fucking chicken. Like,
yeah, man, I think you do it. Just to have... Because I don't know if, a whole building like that for an establishment, if that's going to bring enough revenue for you to be open one day a week. But a food truck, yeah, dude, you get that done.
I think you probably could start
one day
there.
a week.
You could start as a food truck. Yeah. I mean, because Sacramento is not the only place in the world that has hey man, let's get Chick-fil-A on Sunday and be like, fuck, it's closed. That happens everywhere. It's got to happen everywhere. So you've got to sell Chick-fil-A quality shit with the same customer service mantra and the same tight gray pants that you have to wear as an employee there. And then, but only be open on Sundays.
But the cool thing is if you do the truck status, right? You could build all the trucks in one spot and then just have them drive out to certain places.
True. That's true.
And just park there forever, right? Sort of like the whole, van life thing, right? People will just build the vans and sell them.
New game plan. We kidnap a Chick-fil-A employee and then we get all the secret recipes and then we make our trucks.
Can we just give Chick-fil-A employee some weed and have him walk us through all that stuff? I mean,
but what am I supposed to do with my mask and my glasses still? Like, do I have to get the recipes while I have my mask and glasses on? Do I still feel like I'm stealing something?
Oh, you actually want to be a criminal here a little bit with the mask and glasses. Maybe steal all their sauce packets at the end of the drive-thru.
Okay, I could do that.
Because now they just got them all in boxes out there. You just walk up and give me all your Polynesian sauce.
No, dude, Chick-fil-A sauce. That's just unique to them. You can get Polynesian sauce anywhere.
Can you?
Yeah, dude, they got like sweet and sour sauce everywhere. I mean, Panda Express has made their entire fucking market on sweet and sour sauce.
Didn't know those things were equivalent. Learn something new every day. Today I learned that Polynesian sauce and sweet and sour sauce is the same.
I'm pretty sure it's the same.
I'm going to take your word for it. I don't give a fuck if it is or isn't now. I'm just going to say it is. I'm going with it. I'm going to start ordering things too. Like instead of saying sweet and sour pork, I'm going to say I want some Polynesian pork.
What is Polynesian sauce? It's a delicious sweet and sour sauce with a strong tangy flavor. Yes, it is sweet and sour sauce.
There it is. There it is. You didn't have to look it up. I was just going to roll with it.
Yeah, that's it. It's just like, but you know, it's just going to get like pushed to like, no, you need to change it back to sweet and sour because that's racist. Like, oh, fuck.
The Polynesian aspect of it? Oh.
So, like, you know, what other sauces are there? There's barbecue sauce, tartar sauce, ranch, you know, dipping sauce, Polynesian sauce. Yeah. But Chick-fil-A sauce, that is unique.
Honey
mustard, yeah.
I didn't know they had like a Chick-fil-A sauce. Yeah. I didn't know that was like a thing.
Yeah, there's a Chick-fil-A sauce. I think I had it like once, and I wasn't like the largest fan of it, but it, I mean, it's unique to that, you know, the special sauce, which like you get anywhere else is usually like Thousand Island.
Holy shit, dude! They do have Chick-fil-A sauce. I didn't know it was a thing. I guess I will.
Could you imagine getting like McDonald's sauce? Like, what the fuck would be McDonald's? like that'd be so gross. Like, it's like a half dismembered chicken foot in it or something. Like, I don't understand. Like, what would be McDonald's sauce?
Well, Taco Bell sauce is okay, I guess.
Yeah, but that's just like hot sauce. That's just taco sauce.
Yeah, hot sauce.
And then like
hot ass.
Just get some hot ass. And then like the sauce in In-N-Out, that's just like Thousand Island. That's all that is. But it's still pretty good.
Okay, so here's the sauces you can get at Chick-fil-A. Barbecue, Chick-fil-A sauce, garlic and herb, honey mustard, Polynesian, sweet and spicy sriracha, and zesty buffalo.
Did you say tweet and spicy?
Sweet and spicy.
I thought you said tweet and spicy. I was like, is that a play on chickens? Like, tweet,
I
bitch?
could have. Cheap and spicy.
Cheap and spicy.
Dude, no, this Chick-fil-A sauce looks like the fancy sauce they make in Step Brothers. You've seen that movie, right?
Of course I've seen that. Fucking Catalina wine mixer. Yeah.
Yeah. The fancy sauce, though. Do you remember that part? That was like it was only in the unedited version.
I probably only seen that one like once. So it doesn't ring a bell to me like everything else that happens.
Oh, you need to go watch that like 100 more times.
Oh, man, 100? Fuck.
At least.
Oh, I don't know if I got a staycation coming up where I'm not going to do anything to allow me to watch it 100 more times.
Just do it. Just do it little by little, man. I've been burning through my Netflix list here, but just do like a thing a day.
I did a staycation like 10 years ago plus, and I watched the A-Team, all of it.
Love it when a plan comes together.
I love it too. It was a great plan. I sat and played video games and watched the A-Team. But
didn't we already talk about the A-Team on
yes, and we did. Okay. So I won't go back to it too much, but that was my staycation, and that was the last staycation I did. Everything else I've ever taken time off since then, I've gone somewhere. I was like, man, I'm morbidly depressed, and I didn't do shit for an entire week. This is terrible. Sat in the same chair all week and didn't get up and order pizza.
That's cool.
Can't do that no more, man.
Just depends on who you're with, man. My staycation, I was with some good peeps, so it was good.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen this Reddit crazy ideas?
No. Yeah.
So the thought about this is your idea too crazy to work? So crazy it might work? Perfect. So it's just a Reddit of people putting down ideas, man.
I think I'm going to join it, and I will start perusing.
Yeah, so here's one. On the next season of South Park, everybody should be wearing masks for COVID-19. Everyone should talk like Kenny, and you have to read the whole season in subtitles.
Shit, dude, that would be insane.
Right?
Yeah, that would be awesome. Fucking painful, but that would be awesome. And if they do that, that dude needs to get paid $1 million. You see, it's that quick and that easy that someone just gets paid $1 million. Should I just like start dumping ideas out into social media and then like suing them once they steal it? Like, is that what I should do?
Yeah. Here's one. NASA should sell Mars rocks on eBay for a few bucks and charge $10 billion shipping.
No one would do it. No one would do it. Except for Bezos. Guy's got more money. Dude, I bet you he like shits $100 bills. Like the potency of his shit is just the quality worth of like $100 bills in like some type of mineral or something.
Yeah. Here's another one. This is more political. The Confederacy lasted 5 years. Most successful television shows last between 6 and 7 years. We replace Confederate statues with statues of the best characters from the most long-lived TV shows.
There you go. That's a thought.
Get yourself a Full House statue out in the
and you get yourself a
San Francisco. There.
Get a fucking Big Bang Theory, concoction and Friends and that kind of thing.
Yeah, have friends out in New York. There,
Jesus Christ! Could you imagine if we started making statues idolizing fucking TV shows, dude? Aside from the Rocky statue that's out there in Philly, like the Real Housewives of Orange County did so good for so long, we're gonna idolize you in bronze in front of the fucking shopping mall and Rodeo Drive. Like that's what we're gonna do. Like, oh man, that'd be rough.
Yeah, out in Tennessee, you'll have the Jackass guys just all hanging out there.
Yeah, and like Alabama, you'll have like the duck guys. What were they? The duck homemakers.
Yeah. Yep. Ducks Company or whatever the fuck they were. I don't really care. But Simpsons have been on for 30 fucking years, so they must get like 5 or 6 statues.
Sure. And then Utah, they would have sister wives, like the one guy and all his fucking wives.
Honey Boo Boo.
Oh my god.
American Idol places.
I just want one of Michael Chiklis.
The Shield, yeah.
Exactly. I just want one in the Shield. That's it. That deserves a bronze, at least a bust. Give me a bust of Michael Chiklis in front of like the LAPD police department or something.
Here, speaking of reality TV shows that we were just talking about there, here's an idea, crazy idea. New TV show, Naked and Filleted. 3 aspiring chefs are sent into the jungle with no clothes and must create their signature dishes.
That is not where I took that initially. I was like, holy shit, we're going to make a show about how to like cut up humans to cannibalize them. And like, that's fucking scary, dude. No, we can't do that.
No, we're not going on the dark web, Dan. That's stuff you can find on the dark web.
The dark web. Yeah, everyone's going to start owning their own islands because they're too afraid to socialize with each other. And it's just going to be like Cannibal Island. And there's going to be a TV show about it. What? It's going to get there, man. You ever remember the movie Running Man? With Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Of course, man. That was good. That was a good movie. That's the one where he flies down the tube and then goes through like, it's kind of like death match, but for...
Yeah, it's like American Gladiator meets like death murder. And yeah, there was different characters that would try to kill you in these different arenas. And he killed all the like, spoiler alert from 30 years ago, he would kill all the like people, but there were contestants on the show would get killed and people would like watch it and like bet on it and stuff. It's like Dana White's new venture after UFC doesn't like take flight anymore. That's what he's gonna do is build Running Man.
That was private island somewhere.
Yeah, and like partnered with The Rock.
Yeah,
that's gonna be.
The Rock's probably not that brutal. It'd have to be somebody else. That's like be Mark Wahlberg.
All right, so you're just gonna like go down this thing, all right, and then it's gonna be fine. Like no big, like just, this dude, Mark Wahlberg's like 5'8". He's not that tall, right? So he's gonna go.
No, he's not gonna be. He's not gonna be a contestant. He's just gonna be executive producer.
Oh.
Go get some like average Joes that no one gives a shit about.
I was gonna have The Rock be the host.
Show. Oh, be the host?
Yeah, like Titan Games, but like he's just gonna host it.
Yeah, no, but he can't be the host, man, because he wouldn't do that. He's too Disney for it.
It would fuck up his presidential run. You're absolutely right.
He's too Disney for it for sure. Who would be a good
like roughneck, a little more roughneck around the edges for that?
Yeah.
Well, Dana, like you said, Dana White would definitely like produce it, right? But who would host it?
They'd have to be a fighter of some sort.
You think so?
It'd be Joe Rogan.
Yeah, dude, that's probably
Joe Rogan.
That's actually a good call. Yeah, Joe Rogan would definitely be they would just pick up UFC and make him Running Man, and then Joe Rogan would be like, you know,
he'd be like, all right, this is kind of like Fear Factor meets UFC. Let's do it.
Yeah.
I already know how to do this.
Blended donkey dick, and you gotta chug this thing, and then you go fight this dude that's got chainsaws for hands. You're like, what the fuck?
And then you commentate on it. Well, see the technique he's using there with that sledgehammer.
God,
you got a lot more power behind that.
It's gonna happen, and pay-per-view prices are gonna go through the roof again. They're just gonna since they're not going outside, they're gonna like go back into TV, and their entertainment's gonna be all that $200 pay-per-views to watch people die. I definitely at one point in time thought that would have been a good idea to do like a Thunderdome thing with like prisoners. So like you take death row inmates and do that, and then the guy that wins gets to go free.
That's deathmatch.
Yeah, with well, they've done a rendition of it. It was an old movie too, but
Death Race.
Yeah, Death Race. That's what it is. With what's his name?
Statham.
Yeah, Jason Statham. Yeah, but that's the whole thing. So yeah, but it's not gonna be a race. It's just gonna be a fight, like Mad Max and Thunderdome. 2 men enter, 1 man leave.
Yeah. Here's another crazy idea: middle case letters.
What the fuck would I do with middle case letters? Is that like where
you have uppercase and lowercase. Why not middle case?
Yeah, that would be really hard to write. I need to you have to hold like both shift keys down to do that or something? Like
I don't know, but yeah, you definitely have to develop the whole like rules. And then what would they look like, right? What would it I mean, O would obviously be easy to do, but I mean, to read it would be a little weird. But like,
would that be just like aggressively talking like this when you're like, hey, knock it off? Like one of those kind of things where it's like firm but yet not as loud because you're not yelling?
Yeah. Slightly. I don't know, man. When would you use middle case letters?
I don't know. Here's a final thought for you, though. Pet peeve. People that use caps lock to capitalize the beginning of sentences versus using shift.
That happens? People do that?
Yes. I've known more than one person in my life that has used caps lock to capitalize a sentence, typing it, versus shift.
Just the one letter?
Like, press caps lock, letter, press caps lock, rest of the word.
That's dumb.
Yeah, I've seen it more than once, though.
That's dumb.
So
that's also like people that when they do coding and stuff and they use a space bar. Just use tab, bro.
Just use tabs. Right. Just use tabs. Tab.
For fuck's sake.
Yeah.
No, I have to hit the space bar 16 times now. Get the fuck out of here. Just tab.
Yeah, just tab twice. You'll be good. Indent.
Here's another crazy idea for you. Gender reveal party, but a stripper's underwear color indicates the baby's gender.
Well, that would be probably I guess it would depend on the nature of the audience that's with you at your gender reveal party.
Yeah.
But doable.
Here's another one. Remember when we talked about you doing the underglow, the LED underglow for guys?
In my kilts or yeah.
Yeah. RGB LED breast implant should be a thing.
Holy shit. Like, would your boob glow? Or like just like your nips?
I think you can get all of it, really. And if you spin them fast enough, it creates a hologram.
Spells letters across your chest. Could you imagine like, shit, it's dark in here, and you just like press your tits, and then you can walk around like and see
like
where
a tap light?
Yeah, yeah. It's like the whole like definition of headlights really kicking in right there.
Exactly.
Then you're like, shit, I gotta turn it off. You gotta press it 3 times to go through all the different colors before it actually go off. Like you're like a fucking glowworm.
Here's another one. Crazy idea. An app that keeps track of how many miles you've scrolled.
Dude, you don't want that. I would fucking destroy that app. You're like, I did.
How much thumb magic you got going on there?
I did 5,000 steps today, and I scrolled fucking 40 miles today. Whew, I'm tired.
I think they'd start having competitions with people, right? Like, how fast can you scroll, or how many like marathon. Like, said you're going out and running a marathon, like a 5K. You got to go out and scroll a 5K. Shit.
Everyone just tap their fingers on the screen to like take steps as a 5K. Ugh, that's way lazy. Just go out, dude. 5K ain't even that far. Isn't that only like 3.5 miles or something like that?
A 5K?
Yeah.
So it's like 3.3 or something like that.
Okay, I was close.
Yeah.
I don't know. We obviously haven't learned the metric system that well.
Which is dumb. It's way more logical than...
Oh, it's way easier to do it. Yeah. Way easier.
It's crazy. Tens, hundreds.
Anytime I cut something with wood and I'm like, oh, I need to cut this as like an 8th. Like, I'm like, fuck. And then gotta figure out like which line on the tape measures an 8. Or I could just go like 57 centimeters. There we go. And then like draw my line.
Maybe we just start a movement. Maybe that's like an underground...
Let's just start doing it.
Like subculture where people in America just used a metric system versus, what's it called, standard or something like that?
Yeah.
Imperial?
Or empirical? Imperial? I don't know. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to spend my distance learning time with my kid. And I'm going to teach him metric system. And I'm going to...
Only the metric system?
Nothing. He's gonna learn how to do it in everything metric. They're like, oh, how many liters of water did you have today?
Yeah, that'd be good. Teach him how to weigh himself in stones. Poods. How many poods do you wear?
Wouldn't it be kilograms?
Yeah, but in England, I think they use stones, and then kettlebells. Kettlebells, right? They're all measured in poods. It's not like if you're actually, I don't know, ordering a kettlebell. It's kind of a weird thing to say, but if you're actually trying to size out a kettlebell, it's measured in poods, like half pood, 1 pood, 2 poods.
But that goes back to like your like half and quarter, type things again, as opposed to just like start at 0 and go to 10.
Well, no, it's still 1, 2, and 3. I mean, you can still have half a centimeter. You can still do that, right? But it's still the units are 1, 2, and 3. So it's 1 pood, 2 poods, or 3 poods.
But half a centimeter would just be 5 millimeters. You see how easy that was? Like, that was great. I didn't have to really know.
So half a pood is half a pood, right?
No, it's 5 millimeters. No, there's not a half there. It's just 5 millimeters. Like,
you can say half a centimeter.
5 millimeters, but there's an actual...
It's the same
but
thing.
It's not like half an inch, which is just some random ass like measurement of whatever an inch is.
Well, I mean, millimeters and centimeters are also random ass
stuff.
Get it,
but they definitely make more sense to me.
It's all man-made. But yeah, so you're not on board with the poods then, right?
No.
Even though that sounds good.
No, I get it. I bless you, but no.
Anyway, here's another crazy idea. Keep a duffel bag full of lubed dildos in your car, so if you ever get unlawfully searched, the officer will have to rummage through a duffel bag full of greasy dildos.
I feel like they're just going to raise more questions. And why would I be getting searched?
Why do you have this bag of dicks in your car?
Going to a gender reveal party. There's gonna be a stripper there, and we want her to like throw these in the air and catch one. It's like, yeah,
like horseshoes.
But it's like you just swing them. You just like, instead of like axe throwing, you just like throw them against like your sliding glass door, and then you got to try to get them to stick.
Oh, yeah.
But they're slippery, so you have to really like get that whip on it the right way. One more. I want to wrap it up here. You got one more in you?
Well, I'll do 2 more here. 2 years ago, somebody posted, Pornhub should create a second website, The Hub, for all non-porn material and become a YouTube competitor.
They'd probably be a good run, but I feel like YouTube would just buy it out and then absorb it anyway as its own thing.
Yeah. Here you go. This is a crazy idea. Shut down the subreddit conspiracy sub and give no explanation.
That would freak the fuck people out, bro. You can't do that. That would freak people out. I'd be like, that's it. It's happening. Tinfoil hat time. Bring it. Let's go.
just close it down, dude. Just silently just poof, gone.
There are always like argument that like people are pissed at like Reddit's pretty much owned by China. So that's in the conspiracy subreddit, by the way. So
this one got labeled certified crazy. Take a gorilla, put it inside a fake-looking gorilla costume, and set it loose inside a shopping mall.
What the fuck, dude? Holy shit.
Could you imagine, dude?
Oh my god. That is awesome.
Because people would be so confused. They'd be like, oh, there's no way this is real because it looks fake as shit, right? But then...
And then you just see him like punch somebody 50 feet across the room, like
in a mall, throw a kiosk like 200 feet or something like that.
Like, oh shit, what other Build-A-Bears escaped? Like, what are you?
The toys are coming to life, just like toy soldiers or small soldiers or whatever it was,
or Toy Story. You could have just went with Toy Story.
No, there was another one where they try to like, kidnap people and stuff like that. Yeah.
It's toy soldiers.
Yeah. Sorry, I misspoke. It's not throw a kiosk 200 feet. It's 200 meters. My bad.
Right. There you go. And that would be like a lot farther actually than 200 feet. Why don't we give them a solid 50-meter throw? How about that?
Okay. Whatever. I don't know the metrics.
It's about 150 feet at that point.
Yeah. Sure. It's a big-ass gorilla, dude. Just because his costume isn't movie quality.
He's like, doesn't matter. I'm still going to wreak havoc.
Kind of like your mask at my wedding.
I didn't have a mask. Oh, yeah, I did have a like.
It was so funny. You're like, I guess I didn't get the memo about wearing black masks.
Yeah, no, I didn't have it. I still don't have a black one.
You want one? I got like a bunch.
I don't know. Next time
I don't know if they're masks or thongs though, so you might have to just wear.
I'll just scratch and sniff it, and I'll tell you for sure which one is which.
You probably could just wear a thong as a mask, and it's almost similar, right? Just a little triangle cut out, and
yeah, until you get like you wear it the wrong direction, you get like just a
just a floss
in your teeth.
Yeah, people say you got to wear a mask. Maybe you could just wear like just that. Just they don't say you have to wear it appropriately, or you have to have one that actually works.
I think you need one that like pretty much works. I saw someone like on Etsy trying to sell like mesh like masks. So easy to breathe through was the push. Like, you dumb fuck. It doesn't help you at all. Like, what are you doing? It's elegant, and people can see your face, and it's easy to breathe through. Okay, Karen, that's dumb as fuck. Like, get out of here.
It's gonna be the new fashion accessory. Instead of wearing scarves and all this other shit, it's like, what kind of bedazzled mask do you have?
Oh, there's definitely like there's a fine like suit company downtown that is 100% making like masks to align with the suits and that kind of stuff that they tailor.
Sure.
So you can get the whole get up. Get your pocket square, which also doubles as your mask. Bam.
Yeah. How do you? What's the fashion rules on that? Would it have to match your pocket square, or would it be like a kind of hat, belt, shoes type situation?
I think it would be like the pocket square, or maybe like the interior lining of your jacket, something like that.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Match your tie or something.
Right. Yeah, that'd be where I'd probably put that together.
Does that have to match your glasses?
Well, I mean, obviously, it's got to line up. You can't wear, black shoes with a brown belt. You can't do that.
I mean, you can, but you look like a dweeb.
Yeah, you can't wear black pants with a brown belt and brown shoes either. That's a big faux pas. You're not allowed to do that.
Right.
Although I have
Unless
seen
they're Timberlands, so.
Well, if you're stomping around in your Timbs, then yeah.
No one's going to say shit to you if you're stomping around in Timbs.
No, but that's like a whole different fashion layer. So.
Yeah.
All right, Ray. Any final thoughts here?
Nah, I'm all out of them. Unless you want to read more crazy ideas.
No, let's save some. I want to hear other people's crazy ideas.
Crazy idea. We want to hear from our fans.
Yeah, there's a crazy idea. Hey, people that listen to this podcast, can you tell us you're out there? If you got all the way to the end of this one, just send us a little DM on Instagram or maybe even like one of our posts that we put up. That would be good. We don't spam your newsfeed with a bunch of random shit or the same posts all week, but we definitely put at least one out there. Just hit that like button out there, and I'd appreciate it. Anything else out there as far as our social medias goes is at IllPack Podcast at Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Even though we don't use Twitter, it's still out there. You can hit us on our website at illpack.com and in by email at illpackpodcast@gmail.com. Again, appreciate everyone that has listened so far. We're at episode 10, the big decade here. It's taken us a little bit to get here, but we did it. And
you know what that means?
What?
I told myself we made 10 episodes and it's a legit thing and not just some thing we did for like two or three times. So now I'm actually going to go buy a real mic.
What? Congratulations. You can take that surfing lessons one and you can donate that towards your mic investment. Congratulations. You're welcome.
No, we're gonna postpone the honeymoon. So we'll get it out there like next year or something like that. But yeah, so I'll get a new mic so people can hear better and stuff like that. And then we can blow people's minds about how we do this podcast, apparently.
Dude, that's so fun.
Shout out to Flavio.
Thanks, Flav, for not understanding how technology works in the world.
He doesn't need to know. He just needs to know how to fucking social media. And
he does a good job. Maybe we should have him do our social media stuff now I think about it.
Maybe he's got nothing going on right now.
I'll give you free Chick-fil-A sauce. You come through and start posting shit on our Instagram. Yeah.
But anyway, I'm going to buy a new mic, and then it'll probably sit in the box with the bidet for weeks on end until I figure out a time to put it all together.
You got a whole week to do this shit.
It's funny, too, because Courtney definitely told me to go put that shit together.
Oh, I didn't have a honeydew list, he says at the beginning of this fucking thing. God damn it, Ray. You're doing it all wrong already.
Is that part of the honeydew? Is that a honeydew list thing?
Yes, dude.
Damn. I thought they were going to give you like an actual list, like when you got married, like, now here's your fucking list.
No, you're supposed to remember this shit. And then when they go, hey, remember like a couple weeks ago, you're like, oh man, but I didn't want to go shopping. I wanted to put in the bidet. I told you 2 weeks ago to do that. You did? That's how that happens.
I'm just going to say I don't recall.
Yeah, well, now I have it documented in audio. Like, it's going to be her.
I don't recall. She's trained me well. I don't recall.
She's going to play back this as exhibit fucking A right here.
X to the Z exhibit?
X, yeah. And she's going to play exhibit while she schools you on fucking...
And I'm just going to say I don't recall saying that. And she's going to say...
X to the Z.
Mr. Aldrich, on such and such date, do you remember saying this on your podcast? And I'll say that wasn't me.
That wasn't me.
Artificial intelligence.
Bullshit. I didn't have a good mic. That doesn't even sound like me. I don't know.
Right. That didn't even sound like me. Listen to this pop. Pop, 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 pop.
I fix all that. I fix all that. No, it sounds great.
Fucking editing. Yeah, see? There it is. Dan edits a bunch of shit. It wasn't even me. He hacked that together.
Well, you can pay me in double Chick-fil-A sauce, and I will maybe cut this whole thing out. You don't know.
Fancy sauce. We're probably gonna get sued for calling Chick-fil-A sauce. We'll just call it fancy sauce from now on.
We'll just call it Il-Pac sauce.
Il-Pac sauce.
It's very easy. We got a very catchy, pitch on all our stuff. Very easy branding.
Il-Pac packets.
Il-Pac packets. Yeah, it's definitely a way to go. So, all right, Ray. Well, thanks again for your time. Welcome back. It's good to have you back in the saddle. And we will catch everybody next week.
Yep. Talk to you guys later.
My pleasure.
My pleasure.